YouTube. We back at it with another review. This is one of the first power banks I found on Amazon for your Nintendo Switch Lite. I'm going to assume that it's not from America. I think it's from China. It was $29.99. You got 8,000 milliamps of power. So that means you can double up the time on your Switch Lite. So, I give you really three full playthroughs. So, you're looking at about, with this bad boy fully charged and your Switch Lite fully charged, about, a little over 9 hours, between 9 to 15 hours of gameplay. So that's huge. So let's take it through its paces. We're gonna go ahead and unbox it. Ah, yes. Good old unboxings. You gotta love it. All right. About to throw that out the way. All right, here's the system. Nothing else is in the box. Make sure. Nothing else is in the box. Throw that out the way. And that's it. All right. First impressions, it's heavy. Extremely heavy. I think anytime you have an 8, that is noticeably heavy, man. Look at that. That's a brick, man. The plastic is kind of cheap, really smooth. Look at that. It's like if you had this in your hand, this might fall out. Get the USB-C down there. Get the USB-C charging. Got some indicator lights to let you know. I guess this button here is to be able to check the charger. We have to look at the instructions to see what's going on. Oh, we got a kickstand. All right, let's see. That's a little tough to get out, but kind of flimsy. Not really in there tough, but let's see what you got. That looks pretty good. Let me just put it back a little bit, get in the sunlight. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna put it through the paces. I'm gonna let my daughter play with it a little bit. Play some of this Asphalt 9. Man, if you have not picked up that game, boy, you are missing out on a gem. The downloadable content is like $19.99. I would say it is worth it. Every bit of it. You take a game like this and compare it to you say $30 for Resident Evil 5. All right. So here are my pros with this this unit here. The pros is that, hey, it has an 8 milliamp battery. That means I get 3 full charges on my Switch Lite. I do like the fact that it has these grips on here. And it kind of makes it just a little bit more comfortable to play the Switch Lite when it's in handheld mode. I like the fact that it has a kickstand. I think that's definitely a plus if I want to play in tabletop mode. There's some other good things about this grip. That's about it. I think, it would do what I think a grip needs to do. It does have little air vents here, so your Switch Lite doesn't get overheated. I don't know the purpose of these little grips here. I guess if you have bigger hands, you might get right there. But, for the most part, my hands fit right into the situation. But let's get into the negatives. And the first negative I just want to show and put out here on camera is how tough it is to get this thing in here. Like, you can get it here, but then you have to really finagle it. You got to. It's in there, and it's charging. Okay, it is charging now, but once again, it don't go flush. I'll just see a little crease there. That's one thing I don't like. It was extremely hard to get in there. But once it's in there, man, the second thing I don't like about this thing here is that it is heavy. It is heavier than the Nintendo Switch with this bad boy in here. It's heavy. It does not turn into the Switch Lite anymore. It's like the Switch Fat, extra fat. But if you just need a battery, it'll do what you need to do. Another thing I don't like about it is very slippery. The plastic on here is very smooth. And one thing that my daughter pointed out, and then I eventually figured out, is that in long play sessions, you know, your hands are going to sweat. And so this plastic doesn't allow your hands to kind of air. So, you know what, you're constantly sweating, you're constantly wiping off your hands and wiping off the system. But I would definitely tell you that if you just needed something to charge the system, I mean, and still play at the same time, it'll do what you need to do. But I didn't like the fact about my hands slipping and how smooth the plastic was and how heavy it is. It is so heavy. I mean, I would play it for a little while, but I can just tell, you know, just having some issues with it on my wrist. I mean, this is heavy. Do you see how solid that sound? I mean, yeah, if it fell, you know what I'm saying, I think you would be okay, as long as it didn't fall on like this top part area here. But as long as if it fell on the corners, you'll be all right with this thing. I think it definitely will protect that much of it. But definitely hard and hard on the wrist. I think the last thing that I really had a problem with this unit is getting the switch out of it. Now, it was okay this time getting it in there, but getting it out was an issue. And I'm gonna try to get it out here now, but it's not, you know, it's nothing to really grab on. I can grab one of these, the back of this here, and ease it out of here. And then get my thumb underneath here. I mean, that's a chore. That is a chore to get out of. I would definitely tell you, you know, you kind of got to watch it too, because this piece here is not it's not really secure in there. So I mean, so the overall build quality of the unit it's okay. I'm just not overly enthused. I think there's some better options out there. Let me review a couple more. I think overall I would probably give this a 3 out of 5. It does what it says it's going to do. It's going to provide you some extra power on the go. It fits comfortably in the hand. It's just heavy, very heavy. But what the box says it does well. I drained my switch down to 1%, and then it took about a little over 3 hours and about 7 minutes. These flies out here, they tough, they bold. But it charged my switch in about 3 hours, a little over about 3 hours, 7 minutes, like that. It charged from 1% to 100%. So that's let you know, like, hey, if you had to just, you know, you tucked it down and you didn't want to use the grip, but you just wanted to use the grip as a power bank, there it is. The positive is USB-C, USB-C. Sorry. That's a winner. I think you should be able to at least charge it. You know, sometimes you get some grips, you know, it'll have the USB to fit in the switch, but it won't have USB charging, and that works. So this is just a quick unboxing, quick review of the power grip for InSwitch. That's what it says. It says for InSwitch Lite power bank with standing grip. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was like $29. Has the big battery, 800 milligram. I'm gonna review a couple more of these power grips. I got another one in today in the mail. And we're gonna take it there from YouTube. I thank you guys for coming out to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope this was helpful. I mean, informative for you before you go make your own decision. I'm gonna break my light before the drifting breaks it. So once again, this is Gaming Dad. God bless, and we out. Peace.